I've been thinking I want to change how I say hello.
Okay, well, try a new thing. Hello! Like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello! Hi there! It's another Popcorn Club. This week we went to go and see...
At first I thought you were doing it take the piss again, and then I realised that you weren't, and then I started laughing.
I just dribbled. Hi guys, welcome to another Popcorn Club. This week we went to see How to Train Your Dragon DOS 2. 1, 2.
Did you see it in Spanish?
No.
No.
We saw it in Scottish. What's this about then?
Well, funnily enough, it's a sequel to How to Train Your Dragon. We're back in the town of Berk 5 years after the first film. The dragons have all moved in and everything's changed, but...
Everyone loves dragons now. We both liked the first film, right?
Yeah, very much so.
The first film was just really sweet and nice and funny. And so was the second one as good?
Short answer, no.
Oh,
But
I would say...
Doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it a lot, because I did, but I really, really enjoyed the first one more than I ever thought would be possible for a DreamWorks animated feature film, but it was a very good film, and this one is good to very good, but not as good.
I would agree, but that's not, as you say, I don't think that makes it a bad film. I still really enjoyed it. I thought the animation was really strong again. Any of the scenes where he's flying, anyone's flying on the back of a dragon, you definitely get that rush, that feeling that Hiccup gets from being on a dragon and why he loves it so much, flying around on Toothless, because it's just, you feel like that as well. Very beautiful. It had a really again a really tender story at the heart of it. I think the particular scene that I loved was when his dad's Gerard Butler meets his long lost mother for the first time, and he starts singing to her really softly, and it's just really, really sweet. I think that for me, you know, the emotional payoff in the film is again, I thought it was as strong as the first film, personally. Also, all the way through, again, I thought it was going to be the mum that dies.
It's just a shade under. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't expecting. Well, I think the whole issue of having that kind of death in what is a kids' animated movie is remarkably dark.
It's really sad.
Yeah,
and the fact
really
that it's Toothless that does it as well, even though he didn't mean to. A lot of kids watching the film will have pets that they love as much as Hiccup loves Toothless. And to have that lesson that, you know, animals, as much as you love them and they're incredibly loyal, they are still animals and can turn on an animal instinct. That's a hard lesson to learn. It's
going to be some awkward questions for parents to answer when
they
come out of cinema.
I think so.
But I think that's one of the good things about the film, that it actually goes there, because a lot of kids' films just wouldn't touch that sort of material.
Never. Wasn't his mum like the coolest mum?
Or when Hiccup finds her and she appears, she's almost this
she's badass.
Perfect little...
No, I just thought it was
princess.
just lovely for him to be like, oh, that's who I am. I've come from this one.
Well, it was nice for him to find himself in that way.
Yeah, it was just it was really cleverly done as well.
She just seemed a little bit too perfect, though. I don't know.
She's not that perfect. She left him as a baby, which I think is not great. But she felt she had to do
in a sort of Disney princess
I
style.
See. Well, you'd think... So what she's been doing is looking after big fuck-off dragons for 20 years. That's quite an active role.
Yeah.
So
gets the quads
and
working.
all she's been eating is fish from the sea that they've caught. That's a pretty healthy diet and exercise regime right there. I just thought it was really badass how she had this whole like voodoo, you know, type persona that she'd kind of created for, like, battle persona almost, that she created for herself. So it
was nice
really
the way
good.
they introduced her, she with the mask coming through the clouds, which was kind of
and
spooky
standing
and
up
yeah.
like on the dragon as well.
Surfing
like,
the dragon.
Yeah, not only can I ride this dragon, I can ride it standing up.
The main Drago guy felt a little bit...
Drago Bloodfist.
That's the one. He was a little bit too generic for my taste. He just kind of...
I would agree with that.
Came in and did his thing. And it was an interesting concept having the dragons controlled by these giant alphas, but it was never quite clear how he managed to gain control of the alpha that he had and what his power.
I'm not convinced that alpha
was.
would have just been like, "Oh, you belong to me now.
Yeah,
I belong to you now."
Because he was just something of a generic dick. The whole end of the film was Hiccup trying to convince Toothless to break the spell of the alpha. It was staged in a way that felt a bit simple. It was just Hiccup pleading with Toothless to break free. And in films in the past, you've had people fall under the hypnotic spell, and the simplest, easiest way to break it is just say, "I believe in you, come on," and then it just eventually just clicks. It just felt a little bit too obvious. I don't know, there might have been other ways to stage it or film it. I don't know if you felt anything at the time, or if you...
I was just thinking, come on, Toothless! You can do it! I was right there in it. I didn't have a problem with it at all. I think I'm going to give it 8 popcorns.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a good, strong effort. I think it was funny, touching, heartwarming, dealt with some difficult things quite deftly and well for considering the target age group of the film. So yeah, a good 8.
Well, I'm going to give it 7.5.
Popcorns, half.
I know.
No one eats half a popcorn.
Half a popcorn.
What are you going to do with the other half?
Throw it away. It's done. It's gone now.
Ah!
I think it suffered from my expectations of it.
Stop
in a few
expecting
ways.
things.
Well, I like things to be good that I think might be good. But expectation or not, I don't think it was quite as good as the first film. I didn't have the same as fun a ride with it. That's not to say it wasn't fun, but...
So that, for me, the first one's 9, this would be 8. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'd give the first one 8.5 and this 7.5.
So have you seen How to Train Your Dragon 2? What did you think? Let us know in a comment. Next week, we're going to go and see Boyhood, which I'm super, super, super excited about because I think
because
the whole...
it's not Transformers 4.
Yeah, A, that. And B, I love Richard Linklater and I think the whole concept of Boyhood is awesome. Until then, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, because we like to keep you abreast of things. And we will see you next week. Bye!
And it was nice that while you've got these massive alphas fighting in the background and everything was...
Just right in front of my face.
Well, it was. These are my alpha hands. When you've got the massive alphas in the background fighting, it all...
Can we be alphas?
No, not right now.
Be an alpha.
No.
Do
no
it.
alphas. Are you happy now?